WXW Power Surge has reached its apex. It is time for the main event of the evening. The WXW Heavyweight title is on the line as Sean Maluta is ready to go one-on-one with ERA. These two certainly have a deep-rooted history. ERA cashed in his title shot back on July 11th, where he became the WXW Heavyweight Champion, and now looking to complete his first title defense against one of the most popular men here at WXW in the form of Sean Maluta. We've seen 4 titles already on the line tonight. One changed hands, the WXW Women's title, and now coming up, the heavyweight title. Will ERA retain in his first defense, or is it time for the Maluta era here at WXW? And here he comes, your girlfriend's favorite wrestler, Ernesto R. Alexander III, ERA. As this change in attitude from ERA ever since winning that title, he's been partying up and down the coast. It's all been about the ladies, the clubs, and the parties for ERA over the last few weeks. And Sean Maluta there, he's gonna get him right at the bell. As Sean Maluta going right after ERA. A flurry of offense in this one. As Sean Maluta there with a big kick to the corner. Maluta has his working boots on tonight. He wants to walk out of Mineola, the WXW Heavyweight Champion. As Mike, the referee, counting away here. Sean Maluta not even giving ERA an opportunity to get set and get started in this one. As Sean Maluta looks like he's on the serious trail of going right after that title and walking out of Mineola, the heavyweight champ.
It's plain and simple, Blake. This is the rubber match. Maluta won, ERA won. Tonight, the score will be settled. And Maluta, he's been to the mountaintop before. He's tasted the WXW World Heavyweight title. He's lost the World Heavyweight title before. So he knows exactly, wait a second.
And ERA using the distraction on the outside to capitalize on Maluta.
Sean Maluta knows exactly what it feels like to be champion, and he will stop at nothing to achieve that once again. But he's got to get through not only Raquel, but ERA as well.
And ERA dropping him throat first across that guardrail. And Mike, you mentioned the fact that he has tasted gold. It was literally just a taste, as Sean Maluta was not able to defend that title the way he expected to. As I was saying in the opening introductions, ERA cashed in that title shot back on July 11th in this building. This is now his first opportunity to defend the championship. Is it going to be a short reign for ERA, or is he going to be able to continue to shoot up the ladder here at WXW?
ERA claims that he is not a transitional champion. Maluta thinks otherwise, and Maluta set out to prove that this evening.
But wait a second, keep your eyes on Sean Maluta, and there's a Superman punch from the ring apron to the floor, and your girlfriend's favorite wrestler is seeing nothing but stars right now.
ERA is certainly in a world of trouble. Sean Maluta with amazing athleticism, flying off the apron, nailing ERA in that pretty little face of his.
But if he wants to win that title, he's got to do it in the center of the ring, and that's exactly where Maluta has brought ERA back into. And that's a stiff kick right to the chest, showing off those educated feet of Maluta.
Maluta, the man of 1,000 kicks, like you mentioned, knows how to use those feet so well. Thunderous shots right to the spine and earlier in the chest. Maluta really knows where to place those kicks.
We talked about Dynamite Dee Dee being in incredible shape for her matchup earlier on, where she ended up losing that WXW Women's title. Both of these guys understand, in there with the other one, this one could go 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. It can even go a Broadway. These guys have the ability to go all night long. The cardiovascular conditioning of both of these men is top-notch.
Absolutely. You mentioned ERA cashed in his title opportunity at the last show. He earned that by being number one in our 30-man Extreme War this past April. So he went the distance. He threw 29 other people over the top rope to earn this matchup tonight.
As there's a near fall there for Sean Maluta. And Mike, also I was pointing out in the introductions, ERA, he cashed in on July 11th, and ever since then, it's been party time all the time for ERA. Up and down the East Coast, clubs, girls, parties, VIPs, that's all he's been thinking about.
I heard he has his own club named after him down in South Beach. I got to go check it out sometime.
Very well, might check that out coming up on September 5th when WXW makes our debut down in Miami, Florida. As ERA, you have to think he wants to defend that title in front of his home crowd, and the rope-assisted DDT. As look at ERA there. 1, 2, and a near fall. And talking with ERA before the show here tonight, Mike, he was telling me how little he cares, how little he respects the Samoan culture. And Sean Maluta, of course, that being his heritage, is going to take that even more personally than the next guy.
Champion now with a shot right to the skull of the challenger. ERA now has Maluta in the corner. He delivers a chop.
And Maluta, who's had nearly a month to prepare for this matchup against ERA. This one is going back and forth, but if you are Maluta, how are you able to prepare for the distraction on the outside that ERA brings each and every night? Now ERA driving that knee right in the back of the neck of Sean Maluta, who's draped over that middle rope. If he didn't break it up, though, a DQ would still keep the title in ERA's camp.
Well, like we mentioned earlier, ERA doesn't want to be known as a transitional champion. He wants to be known as a fighting champion. So yes, he very well could retain the title via disqualification, but I know ERA, and he wants more than that. He wants to prove that he can beat Sean Maluta. He's done it before, he wants to do it again.
As the referee says, it was only a count of 2. Some frustration starting to set in. If you're ERA, only 5-6 minutes or so into this matchup, you can't let him get the best of you. Maluta's in there for a reason, and that's why this is the heavyweight title matchup. Irish whip by ERA, ducks underneath the clothesline, does Maluta, and a beautiful leg lariat right to the kisser by ERA. But you notice there, Mike, does not capitalize immediately. 1, 2, gets 2.5, but if he would have went for the pin right away, we could already be talking about ERA retaining the gold.
Easy there, Mr. Blake, easy. It's going to take a lot more than that to take out Sean Maluta. Sean Maluta is a tremendous athlete, mentioned before, multiple-time champion. He's won it all, done it all here. And it's going to take a lot more than that to defeat Sean Maluta.
As Maluta trying to fight out of it here, ERA tries to stay on the attack. He's got Maluta in the corner, choking away. As ERA really showing off a whole new side. We talked about Sugar showing off a whole new attitude earlier. It looks like ERA taking it to the 10th level.
Well, like you said, this is his first title defense. It's harder to keep the title than it is to win it.
As Maluta's going to send him to the outside, but ERA is going to drop him throat first across that top rope. ERA with the springboard clothesline from the outside in, showing off that athleticism is Ernest R. Alexander III. 1, 2, and another near fall.
Sean Maluta stays alive, kicks out at 2 7/8 as the WXW World Heavyweight title is still up for grabs. Both of these tremendous athletes giving it their all here live in Mineola for Power Surge. What an awesome show this has been.
It has been a great show, Mike. Capacity crowd here at the Mineola Rec Center in full support, it seems like, of Sean Maluta right now. As you saw some ERA fans here earlier on, they were chanting for their guy. They were waiting to see him come out. But ever since ERA made his way out here tonight, not really showing the fans any respect. The fans have quickly done a 180 here and are in full support of the challenger.
Absolutely, that's an excellent point, because at the start of this contest, it was almost as if the crowd was split. But now certainly Mineola's here behind Sean Maluta. But ERA doesn't care. All he cares about one thing is that title.
And ERA grabs a sleeper right in the center of the ring. And he's going to try to wear down Sean Maluta. He's got him in the middle there. Nowhere to go is Sean.
Boy, if he puts him to sleep, he can do anything he wants to him.
As Maluta drops down, if the referee picks up his hand and drops it 3 times, ERA will retain that title. As Maluta desperately trying to dig deep into his reserve tank. As ERA using the assist from that second rope. Once again showing that whole new attitude. He's choking, he's biting, he's using his feet on the ropes.
Come on, ref. Pay attention in there. Thank you.
As ERA is going to stay on the attack. Maluta has been able to move towards the corner. As ERA methodically now trying to use this distraction against the referee.
Maluta now looking to make his way back to his feet.
And if you listen to this crowd, Mike, they're chanting for Sean Maluta.
Jawjacker there. Stuns ERA momentarily as the champion doesn't know where he is. Maluta now. Oh, rake of the eyes.
And ERA gonna measure him up. And look at that forearm shiver. He pops him there. That spinning back kick, ERA gets ready for it. And there's that. Looked like he might have been going for that running elbow. He calls the lights out. Maluta knocks him down. Both men are down, Mike. The WXW heavyweight title hanging in the balance in our main event here at Power Surge.
You got to think the first man back to his feet is going to be in control as referee's up to a count of 4 now.
Now, if the ref gets to 10, it will be a double count out, and the title will not change hands.
No, it can't end like that.
If you're Sean Maluta, you certainly don't want it to end like this.
I don't want it to end like this.
And
Come on, let's go.
And you know the fans in attendance here tonight at the Mineola Rec Center, they certainly don't want it to end like this either. Ducks underneath the clothesline to Sean Maluta, and a picture-perfect drop kick right in the mush.
Nice spinning heel kick there by the challenger.
And Maluta starting to fire up here. There's the Irish whip. High elevation with the big back body drop. Down goes ERA. Maluta starting to roll here.
You know, normally it's Maluta the one that's flying, but he sent ERA for a flight right there.
As Maluta charges in, and that big Yakuza kick right between the eyes. And ERA, he's dazed. He might think he's back in Miami somewhere. Drop toe hold by Maluta. And Maluta there with a running knee to the head. This could do it. 1, 2,
New
3,
champion.
oh! And Mike, I thought we had a new champion. I thought Sean Maluta had the 3 count.
You and me both, my friend, and as well as all these people here live at the Mineola Rec Center thought as well. What an awesome contest, but Maluta comes up short as the title is still up for grabs and the match continues. The challenger now, momentum seems to be swinging in his favor.
He's got
setting him up.
Oh,
Tiger bomb. I've seen this before.
He's putting him in position. That's blocked by ERA. ERA picks him up, and that spinning suplex. 1, 2. And nobody home there. As ERA, you take a look on his face. Desperation about to set in as he really thought that was a count of 3.
The champion in total disbelief. He's got the support of Raquel, who stands on the outside. Don't forget about her.
As Raquel could prove to be the X factor here, that third person out there.
I tell you what's the X factor right now is that top rope as ERA looks to scale the top rope. High risk here.
And Maluta launches him off the top.
His plan backfired.
As Sean Maluta, he might be running on E right now, but he found an opening. You were calling for him, Mike. The Tiger Bomb could be on its way, and he nails it. I don't know if he got all of it. And 2.5 as ERA looks like he slipped out.
That's a good point. I don't think he hit it like he wanted to hit it.
And Maluta, you see the frustration on his face. That Tiger Bomb was what he thought could put ERA away for the 3 count. And this capacity crowd at the Mineola Rec Center, 100% behind Sean Maluta.
They are on their feet. I can't even hear myself think.
As Maluta with that knife edge chop. He's gonna try to build some momentum here. Charges in, and he's gonna eat the boots of ERA.
The challenger down. ERA looking to go to the top perhaps.
Mike, he can have a position. Split-legged moonsault.
Nice move there by the champion.
And ERA lands on his midsection. Not able to capitalize right away. Hooks the inside leg. 1, 2. And again, only a 2 count as the champion is desperately looking for something to go to here. As ERA did not think he'd have this much difficulty in his first title defense.
Uh-oh, he's signaling for the go to sleep. He tells everyone here in Mineola that it's nap time for Sean Maluta.
And he calls this the 3rd strike. So Maluta is sitting there with an 0-2 count. ERA's trying to get strike 3. Maluta's gonna elbow out of it there. And Maluta with a code breaker.
Nice move there out of desperation by the challenger, buying himself some time.
If he gets the leg here, if he hooks it, it could be over.
Excellent ring presence by Sean Maluta, dragging him away from the ropes. But wait.
He's not going for it. He's going back to high-risk territory, Mike.
Maluta looking to fly. Let me take you to flight school.
Maluta's all the way up there. Frolic splash. He nails it. Looks like 1, 2, throw. And 2 7/8. This capacity Varsity crowd thought we were about to see a new champion crowned. Sean Maluta thought he was about to get his hand raised, but ERA, right as the referee's hand's about to caress the mat for a third time, kicks out, and this one is still going on.
So close yet so far. Awesome matchup, awesome heart and determination by both of these athletes as they're fighting for the richest prize in our industry.
This main event certainly living up to the hype. Maluta! And he just super kicked the ref into next week.
Savant kick just took out the referee.
The ref is down. Wait a minute. ERA's got that heavyweight title. Sean Maluta needs to be careful. Maluta's trying to wake the ref up. A clear accident.
Raquel just handed the champion the title.
Maluta gonna turn around. Oh! And ERA paced him with the belt. Oh no. ERA trying to wake up the ref. ERA, there's the cover. 1, 2, 3. Maluta's out, but the ref is out as well. She's calling for another official.
That referee is out cold. He won't wake up till next week. That was a hell of a Savant kick. The champion now with another cover.
As they're signaling for an official, ERA thinks he has the match won. He thinks he's retained the title, but the referee is knocked out cold. Maluta's starting to collect his thoughts here.
There's no referee.
As you gotta wonder what's gonna happen here. Maluta looks like he's going for the third strike again as ERA. Maluta's in the ropes now. He's gonna block it. Maluta, there's a super kick. That's gonna send ERA to the outside. These two pummeling each other back and forth. There's another jawbreaker on that top rope there by ERA.
Back and forth, but there's still no referee, and the title's up for grabs.
ERA go for the springboard yet again.
Maluta nailed him.
The second time won't be a charm. He hooks the leg. Referee is still out. Wait a minute, here comes the referee. He got a rep. 1, 2, 3. We got a new champion. We got a new champion. Sean Maluta. Sean Maluta overcoming the odds, super kicking ERA as he's springboarding back into the ring. And a 3 count later, and once again, Sean Maluta is sitting atop of WXW, your brand new heavyweight champion. What a moment in Mineola. Sean Maluta overcoming the odds and knocking ERA off of his perch. And that title defense was a very quick one, as Maluta's gonna take over. He's the new champion. As wait a second, the original referee is back to his feet. And it looks like the two officials are conferencing now. And we're waiting to get the official word here. The referee's conferencing. You see Mike Nunes up there with the second official.
Ladies and gentlemen, I've just been informed by the WXW official that due to a disqualification, your winner and still WXW World Heavyweight Champion, ERA.
And ERA, by hook or by crook, is going to leave the Mineola Rec Center and leave WXW's Power Surge still the heavyweight champion. As a look of shock and disbelief on all the fans' faces here, as Sean Maluta is irate. He pinned ERA 1, 2, 3, but it does not officially count, as ERA is going to retain the WXW heavyweight title via disqualification. You have to imagine Sean Maluta could be in line for another title shot. But as we leave Power Surge, Sean Maluta gets screwed over, and ERA is leaving here still the WXW champion. As Sean Maluta looks like he wants to keep going.
Let me ask you people something. What kind of match can we have on August 29th that isn't going to involve referees? Oh, it just came to me. How about we hang the WXW World Heavyweight Championship up in the air and we have a ladder match on August 29th?
As Sean Maluta has laid out the challenge 3 weeks from tonight in a ladder match right back here at the Mineola Rec Center.
The first man to grab that championship will be the winner and the new WXW champion. Come on, nervous. You're not gonna back out now on your report, man, are you?
As Maluta has laid out the challenge. And ERA has accepted, so folks, you heard it right here. The main event for WXW's next event, right here in Mineola, Florida. The WXW heavyweight title will be on the line. ERA defending against Sean Maluta in a ladder match. So the gauntlet has been laid down for ERA, a rematch with a ladder stipulation coming up on August 29th, right back here at the Mineola Rec Center. It is going to be warfare between Sean Maluta and ERA. We want to also remind you, coming up, our Miami debut as WXW hits the road, goes about 4 hours south to Miami, Florida on September 5th for a very special event.
We'll see you all back on the 29th. Sean Maluta, ERA, ladder match for the WXW heavyweight championship.
So once again, folks, August 29th, right back here at the Mineola Rec Center, and then our Miami debut coming up on September 5th down in Miami.